In this video, I'm going to make an ammo spawner. So I'm going to use the ammo from my last video, but you don't have to. You can use any ammo. But we're going to run up. Oh man. And then we got the +6 ammo. So we're going to be firing off a remote event when we grab the ammo, and then a bindable event to tell the spawner, the pickup manager, hey, somebody grab that, and we're going to have to respawn that in a certain period of time. And then we could randomize the time. I thought that would be pretty cool. Let's go ahead and make our ammo spawner. So I'm going to grab the game from the last video. It's not exactly the last video. It was the demo for the last video, but I made it shareable. So you can come up here, hit these 3 dots. You won't get this stuff down here, but you can hit edit in studio, click that, and then, yep, open it up. It's going to open up a copy of this game in studio. And I'll put the link in the description. I don't know if I said that, but look in the description, you can get it. Or you could use your own ammo. It's just that I have ammo and it's connected to a data store and it's connected to a gun. So I thought that'd be pretty cool just to implement it all at once. All right, we're opening up. I'm gonna pause the video while it finishes. All right, so my game opened up. You're gonna have to save this off under your account, right? Because you just copied it and opened it up on your computer. Go to the game settings, put some sort of meaningful name. I had to change it so I didn't overwrite the game that I was telling you to download, and then save it. Then go over to security and make sure this is enabled, because I do have data store stuff in there and it's going to mess up your game. If it's not enabled, you're going to start throwing errors. So make sure that this is green and hit save, and now we can start. We all have the same game. All right, so I have a little ammo brick right here. If you're not following along exactly, just put a part. That'll work. Let's go ahead and work on our little sign, our little UI that pops up when we touch the part, and then we're going to put the sound on there too when we touch the part. All right, let's go ahead and close this output window right here. There we go. And then we're going to go to our starter GUI, right? And then we'll do the plus sign. Screen GUI, we're going to add a label. That's going to have our +6 ammo. Hit the plus sign on the screen GUI and text label. That's what we want, text label. I'm going to call this ammo label. I'm going to make the anchor point in the center of my label so I can center it on the screen easier. Let's go to anchor point with the ammo label selected. 0.5 for the X, 0.5 on the Y. That's going to put the anchor point right in the middle of the label, but it scooches it up there in the corner. So let's go down to position, right? There we go. We'll do a 0.5 for the X. That's the scale of the X. And 0, 0.5 for the Y, and 0. That's going to center our label right in the middle of our screen. Cool. Now we're going to make some modifications. You can modify it however you want. I go with Bangers font, hit a B. There it is, Bangers. And we'll go ahead and you can change the text, but we're going to change it with code. But maybe for working on it, we'll just go, how about +6 ammo? And that'll give us an idea of what it looks like. Hit enter. So that's tiny. Let's make it a little bigger. I'll do text scaled and maybe have text stroke transparency. That's going to put the outline around the letters. If I make that text stroke transparency 0, it looks thicker. But if I change the color of the text, maybe yellow, then you got like a little outline around it. That's pretty good. Let's make the background transparent. We don't need the background. You want to see stuff coming at you, right? So I scrolled all the way to the top of my properties, and then background transparency. Can't quite see it all there. I'll make that 1. Sweet. We're only going to need this to be visible when we actually pick something up. So go to visible and uncheck it. We're actually going to clone it too when we pop it up, in case you get like 2 or 3 of these at once and we want to tween it off of the screen. You want to see all of them, all of your awards. I'm going to go to my replicated storage. I'm going to open that up, and then I'm going to hit the plus sign. I'm going to do a remote event, because when we touch that brick, we're going to need to talk to our client. And that's the doorway between the client and the server, right? The remote event. What should we call that? How about ammo ammoAwardRe. RE for remote event. Now we're going to need a sound of some type. You know, when you pick something up, a little ching or something. Let's go to our toolbox, audio, and I may have to pause the event or pause the video while I'm looking for things. What was that? Money, ching, was it award? I found some good stuff. You know what? Let's just use that, right? You can go through here, but you don't want to watch me fumble around in here for like an hour. So where should I put that? I think I'll put that. How about right on my screen GUI? Boom. Award. Should we call it that? Yeah, let's just keep it that. Simple name. Right? I'm going to do screen GUI, hit the plus, and now let's add a local script that's going to catch the remote event from the server and we'll make it show our little award. Right, so that popped up there. Oh, look how small that is. Let's make that bigger. That'll work. And then I'm going to go to the local script. I'm going to rename it. I'll name it something like AwardLoc. All right, so we can see that it's a local script just by the name. Well, we want to capture that remote event. So let's get rid of the print statement. Let's get a variable for replicated storage. That's where our remote event is sitting. And we'll do game GetService replicated storage. And then we'll do, let's get our ammoAwardRe that is in replicated storage. We'll do WaitForChild AmmoAwardRe. Yeah, let's get a variable for our label. We only have one label, so I'll just call it lbl. Right? I know that that's not the best way of describing a variable. Let's get our script. So where is that at? There's our script. We're going to go up to the screen GUI level, and we'll just do .AmmoLabel. And what else we're going to need? We need our pickup sound. So local SND equals script.Parent. And then what's our sound? ammoAwardSnd. There we go. Award sound. That's it. And then what else? Oh, we're going to need a TweenService, right? That's going to create our little animation for our label to go up off of the top of the screen. So we'll do a game GetService. We need our TweenService. We're also going to need TweenInfo to help the TweenService tell it, hey, what do you want to do? Let's just do a simple one. We'll do TweenInfo.new, and then we'll put the time in, right? So you have the number, and then you have this easing style, easing direction. If you want to have some sort of pattern on how it moves, right? But we'll just do a basic linear. That's the default. All right, so let's see. We're going to get our, how about our ammoAwardRe on client event. So somebody is going to fire an event on the server when they pick up our ammo, and we're going to respond by connecting it to this anonymous function. We'll send the amount of bullets they're going to get. And then let's make a message for our text label. So we'll say message equals, let's put a plus sign, because we're going to increment their bullets. I'll do ... that's a string concatenator, amount, right? ... string concatenator, and then space ammo. So that amount right here is getting stuck in there. We need to put this space because it's not like the print statements where it puts spaces in automatically. Let's get a clone of our label. We're going to clone the label so that we might have multiple up at a time if they're getting a lot of ammo. Let's do a lblClone equals lblClone. And we need to make that clone have a parent. lblClone.Parent will equal the lblParent, right? And then, we got to make it visible too, right? So do lblClone.Visible equals true. Let's play our sound, SND : play. We'll move our thing, right? We'll move our little label up by using a tween. We got to define the tween. Tween will be TS. How about create? And then we're going to tween on the lblClone, All right, and then I'll do a tweenInfo, pass in the time, and then this is going to have the position, the thing we are animating on. Did I spell position right? Position. Yeah, I think so. And that's going to be equal to the goal. We got to get a goal. We don't have a goal. Let's do that. All right, so the position is going to start in the center, which is 0.5 on the X, 0 pixel offset on the X, 0.5 on the Y, 0 pixel offset on the Y. So the goal will be up to the top of the screen. When you're using GUIs, user interfaces, as you go higher up, the Y drops in value. So the goal will be, we're going to do a 2dim, what do you call it? A UDIM, a universal dimension. And that's going to be 0.5, 0. And the goal will be negative 0.5 and 0. That's up above, so you can't see it. So it's going to start in the center, and then our goal is going to be up above where people can't see. So you're going to see it go up in the air. I know that was a little rough explanation. All right. When we do that tween, let's go ahead and move this a little bit. Let's wait a second before we do anything so they can see the label as it pops up, becomes visible. Then we'll get the tween and play it. All right. And then let's wait for the tween to complete before we destroy our cloned label. All right. So we'll say tween.Completed. That's the event that fires when the tween finishes its movement. And then we'll wait right here until it's finished. And then when it's finished, we'll say clone : destroy. On the server side, let's take a look over here. We have our workspace, and then I got my ammo brick. Take a look, right? That's the ammo brick right there. Open it up, and I have a little decal on there for the bullets, and then I have a script called GiveAmmo. It's pretty short, so this is going to be pretty easy to copy if you are just doing this from scratch. If you're doing it from scratch though, and you don't have player data for the clip ammo, you might have to add that or take this out, right? Do some other ammo loading mechanism. In here, what do I want? I want to have my replicated storage, right? So I do my local rs equals game GetService replicated storage. And then I'm going to need my event, right? I'm going to need my award. How about, what do we call ammoAwardRe from replicated storage, WaitForChild. There it is. All right, what else? Oh, you know what? While we're in here, let's go to our ServerStorage right here. I'm going to put the bindable event in ServerStorage. That is server to server communication. Hit the plus, hit a B, bindable event. Maybe, oh, there it is. I thought I was going to have to do a BI. And what should we call that? I think I'll call that, how about just ammoBE for bindable event? Let's get that in here too. Let's do a local. We need to get server storage, game GetService, server storage. And this is going to tell the spawner that somebody got the ammo, right? So this right here is going to say to the UI, put up the little award sign and play the sound. But this one, local, should we call it ammoBE in server storage, WaitForChild, whoops, ammoBE. This is going to say, hey, somebody got it. We're going to have to spawn one in a certain period of time. Inside this if statement, if the player, all right, so the brick was touched and it was touched by a player, we'll leave the print statement there just for error handling. And then we're going to get our award. How about AwardRe fire client? And we want to fire it to the person who touched it. Well, that's the player. And then we put an amount, which will be this. Right, because you might want to have different bricks. You want to make this configurable at some point. So use the variable there. That'll save you digging around in code. Also, since I'm here, I'm going to fire off the bindable event, although it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to go out into the server, but nobody's going to pick it up yet. But we might as well do it since we're in the script, right? So we just do a fire for that. We fire the bindable event, and let's put the block name, right? So the name of the thing, because our names are going to be unique, we're going to actually spawn them with the location name, and my location names are unique. You can actually pass more information than that if you want to identify better, but we're going to have unique names. What's our, we didn't do it yet. So we got to do our spawner locations too. All right, so that's all right. That's all right. Let's test this out, see if we get our little UI to pop up and the sound to go off. And this isn't going to do anything yet. Let's hit our play button. Check this out. And I'm going to go view output window. I'm going to hit that output window right there. There we go. Looking good. There's our little brick. That's pretty cool. All right. Let's turn the game off. We'll continue onward. So I hit my stop, and I'm going to close this too, so I have a little bit more room. Let's make some spawn locations now so that we can have our ammo pop up in different places. I'm going to go to the home tab, and then I'll do a part. You could just use the points in space, but I like to move the parts around for my spawn locations so that I know where they're at. Let's call this ammo 1. I'm going to name my spawn locations so when they're empty, I know which ones I can fill. I'm going to do that for accounting purposes. So we have our ammo 1, and let's make it like maybe half transparency while we're working on it, and then we'll make it totally invisible when we're done. So there's our ammo 1 at 0.5 for transparency. Size, I'll make that 111. I'm going to turn can collide off and then anchored on. Right? You might want to have to jump forward or something. Well, if you turn can collide off too, it'll fall through the ground if you don't have anchored on. Make sure collisions are off. We'll go ahead and hit the move tool, Control D. You're going to move a bunch of these around. And the way I'm going to set this up is you can have as many of these as you want. Right? So let's just do 3. All right. And I'm going to give them all different names. I'm missing one. Here we go. Ammo 1. Ammo 1, ammo 1. Let's put them in a folder for now. Let's right click and then group as a folder, or you could do model. It's not going to change anything. I'm going to call this ammo locs, right? For my ammo locations. And now I want to give them unique names, right? So I'll do, this will be ammo 2. This will be ammo 3. All right. On ammo locs, I'm going to right click again. I'm going to group as model. So now we have 3 levels. Let's change that model name to pickups. Right. We might want to put drinks in there and stuff too. We don't want to just have ammo in our game. Or maybe do. I don't know. But we have our ammo locs. I'm going to hit a plus again. I'm going to add another folder. And it could be a model. Could be model or folder. It'll work the same. And then this is going to be the actual ammo that's in the world. There's not going to be anything in there. We're going to add that by code. But I thought it'd be a good way to organize it. Now let's go ahead and write an ammo spawner. All right? You could put that in the pickups. You just make it a pickup spawner in general. But this ammo right here, that green brick, I'm going to move that to ServerStorage. And since I'm going to be interacting with ServerStorage, I think I'll put my pickup spawner or my ammo spawner here in ServerScript service. What do we have in there? We just have the game manager. Let's hit the plus sign, add a script, and perhaps we'll call that pickup manager. You could do this in game manager too, pickup manager, but I want to keep it a little more organized for the video. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that print. There we go. And we're going to need to get a hold of ServerStorage, game GetService, ServerStorage, what else? Local. Let's just call them. We'll get a pickups. We'll get a variable for the pickups model. That's sitting there in the workspace. And what do we call pickups? Nice. And then we need the ammo locs. That's the ammo locations. That's ammo 1, ammo 2, those. It's in pickups. And then we have our ammo locs, right? Is it in there? Do AM. Oh, here it is. Ammo locs. Nice. All right. And then we're going to get the folder for the actual ammo. Let's do local ammo. We can call it like ammo boxes or something like that. Oh, and this is going to be for the folder. How about we call it ammo box folder, right? So that's the boxes of ammo. I'm going to put a space here. That's bothering me. There we go. Get pickups. Boom. So that's where it's going to go in the world. There's nothing in there right now. Ooh, we're going to need our bindable event. I'll just call it BE. And we're probably going to change that name when we add more pickups. But for now, BE's fine. That's sloppy, right? Let's call it ammo BE. That's better. And we'll go ServerStorage, WaitForChild, ammo BE. Right? Because we're going to do probably drinks in this too. We want to get like Juggernaut and Super Speed, things like that. All right. And we're going to need a random number generator because we're going to want to spawn at different times. So we'll say random.new. Then I think when the game starts, when the server starts up, right, someone enters the game, let's go ahead and spawn all the ammo boxes. Spawn ammo boxes. All right, so we'll do for I and V in pairs. We'll get our ammo locs and get children. That's all the locations in that folder. Do. Remember, we only have one ammo box in ServerStorage. So we'll say local ammo clone SS WaitForChild ammo. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna be a little bit lazy. I'm just gonna do the clone right there. There we go. Oh, look at that. We have ServerStorage. That's fine. We'll do it like that. All right, and then we'll get our ammo clone. I'm going to name it. That way when we pick it up, it's going to have the name that matches the location. How are we going to do that? Well, V is the location. I is like 1, 2, 3, 4 in ammo locs. V are all the ammo locations. So V.name is the name of the ammo location. This box is going to be called ammo 1, 2, or 3. Then we'll do our ammo clone.Parent. Oh, we got to give it a parent. Let's give it the ammo box folder as the parent, right? Which is just ammo. Right there. Sweet. And then what? Let's move it, right? Can't just give it a parent, clone it, and stuff like that. We got to move it. So I'll say, let's use the pivot too. You could just do the C frame too, but Roblox added this fancy pivot too. So let's stick the loc in here. That V is one of the locations. So we're going to loop through all locations. And then we're going to get the pivot from the location. We're going to assign it to the cloned box. So they're going to have the same name, same position, same orientation. Don't forget we got to call this. Right? So I do a Control C, Control V. Let's try this out. See what we got. We should have some ammo in our world. View output. Make sure we have no errors. All right. There's some ammo boxes. Sweet. And that's the location, right? It's not invisible. It's only at 50%. Cool. All right. Now we got to make them reappear at a random amount of time. Let's turn our game off. And then I'm going to close the view or this output window right here. Sweet. Do you want to make these totally invisible? I think we can now, right? I think we can do that. So I'm going to go up to my ammo locs. 1, 2, 3. And I look for transparency. It's set to 0.5. Let's make it 1. Now they're invisible. All right, let's go back to our pickup manager. And if you lost it, it's in server script service. When somebody hits an ammo box, the ammo BE fires from that box, sending the name of the ammo box, which is the same as the ammo location. So we'll go ammo BE, and that's an event. Right, it fires on the ammo box side, and then the pickup spawner guy, he captures the event. We'll do function. The name comes through. I'll just move that up a little bit. Let's print out. We'll just say brick event, or how about pickup event? Pickup event for ammo. All right, that was some troubleshooting stuff, some logging. And what we'll do is we're going to wait. We're going to wait some period of time. That's my random number generator there. We'll do a colon, next integer, and you can pick a range. In the game, you might want to make it anywhere between like 10 seconds to 5 minutes, which is like 300 seconds. I think for demo purposes, we'll just do between like 5 and 20 seconds because you guys will get bored sitting there watching it update on my video. All right, so you change that however you need it. Now I'll do a local, let's make a variable called boxes. The boxes will be from the ammo folder. We'll do a get children. How about that? That's going to get everything in the folder. Let's just cheat a little bit. Let's get these lines of code above, right? Like right here in the spawn ammo. We're going to do the same thing, but we're just going to do it for one of them, right? The one with that disappeared and then fired the event. Control V. All right, so we did a copy and paste. This V's no good. Oh, you know what we gotta do? We gotta get the name. Well, we got the name, right? We got a name right here. We could do this. Name. All right, this is good. Ooh, that V. What are we gonna do with that? Well, we're gonna have to find a variable for that instance of that location. So I'll say local loc equals. We're gonna get our ammoLocs folder, and then we can do a find first child. And we could just put the name in there to get the actual instance of the location. Control C. I guess you don't have to do Control C, right? It's only 3 letters. Get rid of that V and put a loc. All right, so we should try this out. Just be aware that I'd goofed and I did not have an ammo3 in here before. I put a little message there in the video. So make sure this is ammo1, ammo2, ammo3, else your ammos are going to duplicate right where I made the goof up. I think I had 2 ammo1s. All right, let's hit play and see how this plays out. Here we go. All right, we got our 3 ammos. Let's go to our view output window. Good, no red. I got that one. I got that one. I got that one. They should start coming back between 5 and 20 seconds. And in hindsight, I think I should have made that even shorter. But here they go. And there's one left. He's taking a little bit longer. Maybe 20-second one. Cool. All right, so you got a spawner. Right, so when someone takes it in a little bit of time, it sends a message to your pickup spawner. It says, hey, in this amount of time, go ahead and make a new one. That one was captured. That's pretty cool. All right, I will see you in the next video. I'm going to move this into my purge map, and then we'll have ammo spawning too.